Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. This one we are actually focused on the Forex trader in terms of how he could run his operations or her operations through a holding company and potentially some thoughts. Obviously there are a fair few traders out there, and I had a few questions in the comment section on the previous videos asking me to outline this. So if you haven't got a met me before, it's Will from 4 Point Solutions. We have recently gone and rebranded into HPT Group, which stands for Hodgson, Pincus and Troopert, which are the founding members, which was originally 4 Point Solutions. We've been rebranded into that name because the domain was too long. But essentially here we have the Forex trader client right here. So essentially, firstly, we would be looking at where the trader actually in terms of resides, in terms of their tax residence. We're most likely going to be seen here, Dubai in UAE, Cyprus, non-domiciled. The Portugal NHR was very typical recently. Yes, there have been some changes to that. Potentially I'll make some more videos on this in the future. There's also the Thailand LTR or Seychelles, right? And the profits can essentially be withdrawn tax-free at minimal rates. If they're still in a high tax jurisdiction, such as the UK, EU, Canada, etc., we might actually look at creating a trust and a holding layer to actually defer or separate that income. So essentially here you can see we've gone and put on a holding company. Typically, we're going to see BVI, Seychelles, Hong Kong, Cayman, and this is essentially for actual layering and compliance transparency. Okay, so this is what's going to be actually holding the Forex accounts in terms of the trading activity, the operational brokerages. Obviously, you're going to have one very typical, and all trading revenue is booked through this company right here. We might also look at Cayman. Would we look at Nevis? Not so much. It'd generally be BVI, Seychelles, Hong Kong, Cayman as well. There's a lot of fund activity going on in Cayman that I have been through on other videos as well. In regards to banking, potentially you've got Chapo Bank, EQI Bank, and Capital Security Bank in the Cook Islands for those trust-linked accounts. If this here is actually owned by a trust in Nevis or in Cook Islands, again, that would be for the asset protection, assuming you're very successful at trading as well. You might then have other holding companies, as I've been through in other videos. You might have one in Guernsey with some property over in Guernsey or somewhere else in the Channel Islands, right? Or you might actually own a Spanish SL company under this holding company or just directly under the trust. If there was a trust in the Cook Islands or Nevis, and this might own your property over in Marbella, then you might be on Beaconsfield receiving the dividends from this particular holding co. And again, that is overseas income. So that would tick those boxes right there to be compliant with a very efficient tax structure in Spain. And again, if you do want more questions on all of this, this is a very short, brief video. Feel free to book a meeting with me down below via the Zoom booking link. We are going to be moving over to Microsoft Teams soon. We're currently transitioning into our process, but the current links are all live and perfect. Regarding accounting and compliance, essentially we would be maintaining a light touch bookkeeping, That's just for your own internal operations. You don't even need this sometimes. You can simply just do it via Excel on a spreadsheet. And again, there's annual registration, agent renewal only. Again, you might want to have audited accounts for banking credibility. If particularly if you want those Swiss accounts, and you're maintaining a large deposit in those accounts, and you then want to open other accounts as well. Having the audited accounts might also increase your chances of getting a more privileged bank account. Okay, and the CRS and other particular filings are the registered agent, not the actual trader, right? So in terms of the actual accounts that you can hold, we've got FP Markets, AFX Group, IC Markets, Pepperstone. The list goes on and on and on. You can see the list down here. I know FP Markets and these other institutions, these overseas brokers, are happy to be onboarding with overseas entities as well. Again, there's normally not too many questions with FP Markets. Who I'm with myself, there's not too many questions at all, right? So just what I would overlay this structure right here, generally for Forex traders. Very interesting, very simple, and I hope you got something useful out of it. So over and out, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Should be uploading some more content soon. Just got back from my travels on some business trips. Made some great new connections in terms of the banking capabilities that we can now offer, and ready to really rock and roll with some great new content.